I want to talk to you about AmeriCommerce by Cart.com. And this is an in-depth review of the tool. And we want to have a clear idea about AmeriCommerce by Cart.com. So here is the summarization I want you to really think about. When you close your eyes and think about AmeriCommerce, I want you to think about, first of all, an all-in-one e-commerce solution for businesses looking to sell goods and services online. So the cool thing is that if you're a small business, you can use AmeriCommerce. If you're a large enterprise, you can use AmeriCommerce. If you are a mid-sized business, you can use AmeriCommerce. So there is no sort of threshold to reach before using AmeriCommerce. Okay, and there's also no amount of traffic because you have, and I'll show you pricing later on, because you have all kinds of prices that can justify a certain level of transactional value. So AmeriCommerce is the division of Cart.com. Okay, and the service actually started out as a basic shopping cart service, but has morphed into a full service e-commerce solution. That's kind of cool because we have actually been investigating Cart.com for the last 10 years, and they started low, they started really low, but now they really have been kicking ass like crazy. And we're talking about across multiple geographies, not just in the States. They're available in Europe. They're available in Asia. They're available in Africa. They're available in Latin America. So that's kind of cool. Of course, they are available in the States and Canada. So that's kind of cool. And what we love also is that you are able to get things done a lot faster through AmeriCommerce. Okay, it has powerful features built in. Yet it is very simple and intuitive enough for beginners to use. So no need for coding knowledge. No need for programming acumen. You can actually use AmeriCommerce real fast. So what I want to say, what I want to do into this conversation is I want to share with you the features, the cost, the pros and cons, and much more, so you can really make a determination and whether or not this tool is the right tool for you. Okay, so if you're an e-commerce website owner or you have a business that's exploring the option of selling online, you may feel overwhelmed, right? So setting up an efficient e-commerce shop is no easy task, but fortunately there are software solutions like AmeriCommerce to kind of help you out, because basically AmeriCommerce gives you an all-in-one solution, and an all-in-one solution that has no steep learning curve, so you can learn real fast too. So when we think about AmeriCommerce by Cart.com, what kind of what are the differentiators? What makes AmeriCommerce different? I mean, there are many e-commerce platforms and software to choose from, right? What really sets AmeriCommerce by Cart.com apart? Well, we have actually seen three important differentiators. You have no reliance on third-party plugins, you have seamless wholesale integration, and you have multi-store functionality. So, I mean, I want you to remember this trifecta as you actually contemplate using AmeriCommerce by Cart.com. So when I speak about no reliance on third-party plugins, for us, that's really important because the last thing you want when you have an e-commerce store is to actually spend extra by actually subscribing to third-party plugins and pay every single month tens or hundreds of dollars. Okay, so many e-commerce platforms rely on third-party plugins and apps to expand functionality, and with AmeriCommerce by Cart.com, almost everything is built in. So it is natively built in. Okay. And this helps simplify things and also improve security, because third-party apps are often the source of data breaches and other security issues. So while there are some add-ons available, AmeriCommerce by Cart.com does not rely on third-party apps to actually operate. What about seamless wholesale integration? Well, many platforms focus on either B2C or B2B, but AmeriCommerce actually does both. So that's what we love a lot. We love the duality of modules here, so that's really good. So if you are an entrepreneur, with a storefront, you can easily sell one item to a customer or 10,000 widgets to a distributor, all with custom pricing and no excessive fees. So that's kind of cool. You also have a multi-store functionality built in AmeriCommerce by Cart.com. So what happens here is that AmeriCommerce lets you actually manage multiple storefronts from one login and admin panel. So you have a holistic operation control process. So if you are an entrepreneur with a variety of properties, this can help save a lot of time and hassle, right? You are able to holistically manage your businesses and that's really fantastic. I want to talk to you about target audience here. What kind of constituencies does AmeriCommerce by Cart.com go after? In other words, who AmeriCommerce is best for? Well, the thing is that we have identified multiple target audiences, but two actually two of them come out prominently in our list. So if you are an owner of multiple e-commerce storefronts, you will love the kind of solutions that AmeriCommerce by Cart.com is offering. Or if you are a beginner to the world of e-commerce, you also love the flexibility, the optimization, also the efficiency that AmeriCommerce by Cart.com offers. Let's first talk about the first category. So owners of multiple e-commerce storefronts. So one of the key features of AmeriCommerce by Cart.com, in our view, is the ability really to monitor multiple e-commerce storefronts from one login. I mean, I think I said this before, but I really want to insist on that because it really adds a lot of value, because your ability to manage everything from a single dashboard is really important. It means what? It means you can use the same admin panel for everything, whether you have one store or 1,000 stores. And as an owner, you can monitor catalogs, orders, reports, customer data, and more for all your stores at the same time. So for e-commerce entrepreneurs, this can save a lot of time and money. So that's kind of important. And what about beginners to the world of e-commerce in general? Well, AmeriCommerce is kind of unique in that it really offers advanced features, but only if the user wants those features. So this is actually achieved through what they call Power Features toggle. So there's a toggle within AmeriCommerce by Cart.com that allows you to choose the features you want. So if selected, the toggle activates more advanced e-commerce features that experienced sellers will appreciate. But by default, it's actually turned off, resulting in a much simpler dashboard. So for newcomers, it's very easy to get overwhelmed by the huge variety of stats and features. So this simple solution is really welcome, especially when you think about AmeriCommerce by Cart.com, actually from a scalability point of view. So that's really fantastic. Let's talk about a third target audience that we think will benefit from AmeriCommerce by Cart.com, and this really is a U.S.-based firm with U.S.-based customers. So if you do all your business in this country, you will appreciate what AmeriCommerce by Cart.com has to offer. Why? Because AmeriCommerce, by definition, focuses on the U.S. market and offers minimal tools for international sales. While it can certainly be used to run international businesses, keep in mind that AmeriCommerce has limited customer support hours in a U.S. time zone, so international customers may struggle to contact support. Usually, right now, the customer support hours are 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern, and weekends and holidays are not included. So it's important that's why we actually recommend AmeriCommerce mostly for e-commerce entrepreneurs in the United States and even Canada for that matter. So this is important. And what about the customer service? Now, customer service actually, it really depends on the tier that you have, okay? So, but it goes from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central, or Monday through Friday, or if you are in the higher tiers, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central. And you can contact AmeriCommerce tech support via phone, email, or online chat, okay? And AmeriCommerce customer support is well rated by customers, and we have found agents really helpful and accommodating, and they can help solve any issues that you may have. So they're really knowledgeable. They really have a clear idea about their own system. So it's one of those things where you have to really ask yourself, what are you looking for specifically? And the thing is, if you can't get a hold of someone over the phone, you can always send an email or submit a support ticket. So, and support tickets are really solved real fast. I mean, they're really addressed real fast. So this is another element that we really need to insist on. So just make sure that AmeriCommerce by Cart.com can actually help you out really fast, especially if you either email them or either initiate a live chat with them or even call them. So that's kind of, you have a lot of avenues for contact. So what is our evaluation here? I want to give you the pros and cons of AmeriCommerce by Cart.com, so you know exactly what kind of you need to have a bird's eye view of this software tool. Let me talk to you first about the pros. The pros, you have a 14-day free trial available with all features. That's kind of cool because you have the ability to actually test out the product, the software, and see if you like it or not. And you can do this all free of charge. And they do not even ask you for a credit card number. So you are really free there. You also have an efficient B2B wholesale integration. So that's kind of cool. You are able to, I think I've said this before, but I want to reiterate it right now. You are able to manage multiple storefronts from one login. So that's kind of cool. You have the option to toggle on advanced features or simplify with the basics. That's really good also. You have integration of reward system for customers. So, and that's kind of cool from a customer retention point of view. This is a great strategy. This is a very smart move. You have a reasonable monthly cost. Again, I'll speak about the cost later on, but you know, really reasonable. You have integrations with hundreds of apps and software. So that's kind of cool. And you also have an option for a single page checkout. So this is kind of cool because it allows you to accelerate the checkout page and also streamline the checkout page for your customers in real time. So these are a non-exhaustive list of the prominent advantages you can think about when you consider AmeriCommerce by Cart.com. What are some of the drawbacks that we have seen in our research? Well, you do have a smaller selection of themes and templates. So if you're going with AmeriCommerce, don't expect something like hundreds of themes and templates as you would have with Shopify or Wix, for that matter, right? So you have a little smaller selection of themes and templates. You have a limited customer support hours, and you also have limited features for international sales. As I said a little earlier, AmeriCommerce by Cart.com is really better if you are a US-based customer or even Canada-based like an e-commerce store. So what is the potential here? When you think about AmeriCommerce, what kind of features can you actually contemplate? Well, you have hundreds of integrations, so we love that a lot. So we are speaking about integrations with apps such as Shipping Easy, PayPal, and QuickBooks. So that's kind of cool. You cover a lot of operational work streams: accounting, bookkeeping, shipping, logistics, payment processing, and so on and so forth. You also have within AmeriCommerce, you have a choice of payment processing, right? So what happens here is that AmeriCommerce that does have its own credit card payment processing service, but it doesn't force users to use it. And sellers can choose from more than 40 integrated payment partners without penalty. This is kind of different from what Shopify is doing. Shopify is forcing you to use their credit card processing service, okay? You also have multi-store functionality. So as discussed a little earlier, AmeriCommerce lets you run multiple stores from a single login, allowing you to streamline your workflow. You have free templates and themes. So you do have a decent number of free templates and themes with responsive designs to provide customization options. So that's really good. I mean, if your goal is to have a decent store, then you can really rely on AmeriCommerce by Cart.com. Themes can be installed instantly from within the admin panel. You also have unlimited accounts. So if you need to create extra accounts for employees or contractors to help manage your online store, you can do so without any extra fees. So that's kind of cool. Now, one thing for sure, you got to keep in mind that AmeriCommerce by Cart.com also adds new features regularly. So overall, their features are quite useful and competitive with similar services like BigCommerce, Shopify, WooCommerce, and other e-commerce software powerhouses. So that's an important element to think about. However, there are fewer AmeriCommerce store templates that you might find actually with some competing services. So this is something that they need to work on. The templates actually are good, but they're kind of they're few. I mean, when you compare this to Wix, for instance, that has hundreds of templates, more than 1,000, And when you compare this to AmeriCommerce, you really see the delta. So what's the cost here? I want you to look right now on the screen here for me. So here is the cost for AmeriCommerce by Cart.com. So you have the standard, the premium, the enterprise, and you have the enterprise plus. Now, those costs might seem to you like a little too much, but I want you to really remember that AmeriCommerce is not charging you a fee for like a fee on top of your sales. They're not charging you let's say a fee based on the number of users that you have. No. Basically, if you are just starting your e-commerce journey and you want to have an online store right off the bat, paying $200 per month is not really that bad. Okay, so that's an important element to think about. And what we love about AmeriCommerce by Cart.com is that you have the ability to get things done a lot faster. So when we speak about the standard, for instance, you have up to 100 products, up to 2 gigabyte of traffic, up to 250 megabyte of storage, and you have payment processing from 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction. For the premium, you have 500 products, you have 3 gigabyte traffic, 1 gigabyte storage, and you also have payment processing from 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction. So the payment processing, actually, the fees are not different really from one processing tier to the other. At least in the first in the first two tiers, they will change actually in the third tier. So when we speak about the enterprise plan, basically you have 5,000 products, 15 gigabyte traffic, 1 gigabyte storage, and you have payment processing from 2.5% plus 30 cents per transaction. And then if you want to try the enterprise plus, this will set you back $3,000 per month. That here you have unlimited products. You have 50 gigabyte traffic. You have 5 gigabyte storage. So that's kind of cool. It gives you more flexibility. You have payment processing from 2.3% plus 30 cents per transaction. Okay, and so you also have a multi-store sort of capability. So you are able to add additional stores to an existing plan. So AmeriCommerce actually offers custom plans for larger firms, and this can include lower payment rates, higher API call limits, and customized support. So the thing is that you must contact AmeriCommerce for a custom quote on those higher tier plans. So big question is, do we recommend AmeriCommerce by Cart? Of course, we recommend AmeriCommerce by Cart.com. This is a solid solution. This is a solid sort of offer. But again, you got to have the budget for it, right? Because you saw the prices, so you might have and also what we love is that there's no learning curve with AmeriCommerce by Cart.com. There's no learning curve. You can get started within 30 minutes. You can have an online presence real fast. So in conclusion, into this conversation, I spoke to you about AmeriCommerce by Cart.com. And I actually talked to you about the evaluation, the potential, the cost, and the conclusion. But of course, I spoke to you also about the summarization that you need to really think about. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.